As homes crumble under a Billings irrigation canal, the big question is, who's at fault?
So tonight we take a closer look at the responsibility of Montana's irrigation districts, the city of Billings, and the impact of water rights on others.
Q2 News first covered this story back in June.
People living in homes along Viewcrest Drive just under the rims started to see water pool in their backyards. Walls bow in and massive cracks appear in concrete foundations. The Billings Canal drainage ditch sits above the homes on a steep slope, and below is a neighborhood filled with dozens of homes. MTN Chief Investigative Reporter Andrea Lutz is digging into this issue and has new information, learning that experts are calling the situation in North Billings a potentially catastrophic event.
With the latest, Andrea joins us live from Viewcrest Drive at the very heart of this issue. Andrea.
That's right, Russ and Janelle. You know, some alarming details coming from an independent engineer that was called upon to take a look at the danger in this neighborhood. All of that after a brand new crack was discovered at the ditch just over the summer. So in the meantime, these homes that are right behind me, the damage in them has gotten progressively worse. So now those homeowners are looking to legal action. But the question is, do they have a case, and who's at fault?
Like many ditches in Montana, the Billings Canal has been going for over 100 years.
We kind of got out in a hurry. Had to rent a storage unit and put pretty much everything we own in the storage unit.
But now those living on Viewcrest Drive find themselves
Cracking in here
also going.
on the foundation.
For Charlie and Sherry Groskop, this is home.
This is my house, though. You know, I mean, this is where I've lived here for 17 years.
Until July, when the family was forced to move.
This is what happened in the master bedroom before the sheetrock fell.
Sheetrock started falling from the ceiling. Behind it, a massive crack in the foundation.
This is my daughter's bedroom, and it's pretty alarming when you see something like that.
And in their basement, a weeping wall of moisture they believe is coming from the Billings Canal leaking above.
If the ditch was maintained properly, I don't foresee any of this actually happening.
Next door, neighbor Don Kaiser has a crack in his foundation so large he can put his hand through it.
A geological survey done in the early 2000s indicated this area was at high risk for a landslide. But despite that, a developer moved forward and the city issued permits to build the homes below.
A recent engineering report said the canal loses 790 million gallons of water a year due to seepage through well-draining soil. Gary Davis with the canal declined to speak with us on camera, but told MTN Investigates the Billings Bench Water Association has been in and out of court before and prevailed. Court documents we obtained from 1985 show a developer tried suing after learning the land he purchased, where these homes are now, couldn't be developed, accusing the Billings Bench of negligence in maintaining their ditch. And a judge ruled in the favor of the ditch company. Davis says the homes should have never been built in the first place. So why did the city allow it?
The fine print that exists on people's deeds and where they build, and whether it's close to the rims or close to the river or other things, there are risks there that we as a city don't, and I think probably appropriately don't regulate as a private property right. That being said, we want to make sure that what is built is done according to the code.
But in the meantime, City Administrator Chris Kukulski says the city is taking a closer look at the hillside, with the fire department even doing something called target planning in the event of a disaster.
We have not received anything that would say that it's imminent or this will happen. Otherwise, we would be taking appropriate action to evacuate the area, things like that. That's not where we are.
But a Bozeman engineer disagrees, sending this letter to the city. Doug Chandler with Allied Engineering expressed concern for a sudden and catastrophic failure. And a new crack may pose threat to the underlying homes.
And we can't turn it into the insurance. We've talked to the city about it, and they said talk to a lawyer or the ditch.
Living out of totes, you know, just
And not having the kids.
Yeah, they sleep in the house, yeah.
For now, the future of the Grosskops' home is unknown. And now they're temporarily living in a fifth-wheel trailer on the other side of town. They're hoping the Billings Bench Water Association will do the right thing. They say that's buying the land below in which the homes sit and fixing the seepage.
Allow them to take ownership of this property so they can fix their ditch properly and fix the problem so that it doesn't happen, so it doesn't become catastrophic.
So the Billings Bench Water Association is working with its own engineer to formulate a larger scale plan to make improvements to the ditch. I am told, though, by a lawyer for the homeowners that the ditch has not claimed any responsibility for the damage to those homes and has not offered any sort of reimbursement for that damage. So, of course, the issue likely to play out now in court. But that being said, those homes behind me are empty. Every single month, those homeowners are still writing that mortgage check to send out. Russ and Janelle.
Q2's Andrea Lutz, thank you.